Now on CoastTV News.
The University of Delaware in hot water after allegedly failing to disclose a tie to a foreign government, how much they had to settle.
A change to rental regulations in Ocean City is going to have a big impact on landlords in the town.
Improving safety on Maryland railroads, two big priorities to hopefully save lives.
Although it may not start looking like Christmas, it's going to continue to feel like, well, the North Pole. I'm being a little exaggerated with that, but still, more cold weather coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Ocean City changing rental rules. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with three big ways Ocean City could change the way you rent.
The biggest change on the table is making stays in residential neighborhoods 31 days minimum. That's for places like Airbnbs. With short-term rentals becoming more common, the council wants to add regulations to rentals specifically in residential areas. Now, one owner of some rentals we spoke with thinks getting people to book in those areas with that time limit is a challenge.
I can't see many families that would be able to or willing to rent for that longer period of time.
The proposed rental changes will go to Ocean City Council. Now, there has to be a first and second reading before those regulations become official. And the 31-day minimum is not the only change. Property owners would also be required to have someone within an hour of the property to address any issues guests might have during their stay. And in those residential and mixed areas, the number of people allowed to stay overnight would be limited by the number of bedrooms. The University of Delaware has agreed to pay over $700,000 to resolve allegations it failed to disclose a professor's connection to the Chinese government. According to federal prosecutors, federal law prohibits NASA from using funds to collaborate with China or Chinese-owned entities. The settlement says UD received a NASA grant, and one of the principal investigators on the grant had undisclosed ties to China's government, university, and even money from China's Natural Science Foundation. Important to note here, the settlement was reached without determining any liability, so UD has not admitted any wrongdoing.
Delaware State Police says there's been an increase in reports of suspicious objects flying through the sky, and with that in mind, troopers are using their anti-terrorism tip line for people to call if you see a drone or something that you think might be being illegally operated. Police say they've already gotten a few tips. Those who use drones say it's more likely that what you're seeing is normal activity.
And if you're really, really certain that it's not, you might think that that drone is up to no good. That could be a nefarious drone. But most of the ones you're going to see are the smaller ones. And it's just people going out and legally flying and having fun.
Delaware State Police are emphasizing the use of the tip line, saying don't call 911 for these incidents. Instead, keep the emergency line clear.
A hit-and-run crash in Kent County, Delaware, left a Clydesdale horse dead. Delaware State Police say a man was riding his horse Breeze on Pearson's Corner Road in Hartley when a pickup truck approached him from behind. Investigators say the 34-year-old rider was trying to move out of the way when the truck hit the back legs of the Clydesdale, and the horse named Breeze had to be euthanized due to its injuries. His owner had strong words today for the still-to-be-found suspect.
Don't be a coward and turn yourself in. I mean, how long are you going to be able to live knowing what you've done? How long is your conscience going to let you live in peace?
Redstone Ranch, where Breeze was kept, says it's currently offering a $1,000 reward for the driver's identity.
Tough story there. Now we're going to move and take a live look outside into the Dover area. Let's check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist. And Paul, I know you said not quite, but it is North Pole-ish outside.
See, I didn't want people to think I was just going overboard, so that's why I backed off. But you know what? I'm going to say it with my full chest right now. Feels like the North Pole out there. Step outside and see. All right? It's our gutter helmet camera in Ocean View. 29, but it doesn't feel like 29. Feels like the teens. It's been feeling like the teens all day for the most part. And we're going to stay in the 20s with a few scattered clouds here and there. Just to kind of give you that North Pole-ish feel that Charlie was talking about. We are at a low today of 11 degrees in Georgetown, 12 in Ocean City. 12 in Salisbury and 17 in Ocean City. Now, just for the record, that's not a record low, but it's at least 20 degrees below the norm for this time of the year. The record, by the way, was 3 degrees set on this date in 1985. So we are in the 30s for right now. And taking a look at our travel delays, we're not seeing much in the way of travel delays, perhaps in Dallas by the time we get into late Tuesday. We'll talk more about your Christmas forecast and the Christmas feel of the air. But for right now, back to you, Maddie.
Paul, thank you. In Lewes, the first step of a long-term plan to widen Kings Highway has started. It's work on the relocation of utility lines right near Cape Henlopen High School. Delot says they're adding turn lanes at Kings Highway and Clay Road. And some people in Lewes who use the road daily say it's causing backups, and others just think, though, the work's inevitable.
To have the milling going on, you have to pay the price now to have good paving in the future, which we're going to want. When you look at the greater scheme of things, you just have to plan your day a little bit more and what the route you're going to take.
DelDOT says Kings Highway is being widened because of the significant amount of growth in the area.
Maryland's congressional delegation says $800,000 is going to go to improve railroad safety. Lawmakers say that the money will pay for an assessment on accidents at railroad crossings and develop a program to reduce injuries or deaths from people trespassing on railroad property. And also in Maryland, slow down in those work zones. The fines for speeding, they're going up next year. And let me walk you through how things have changed on that front. Before June of this year, it was a $40 fee. That was increased to $80. But now there are tiered systems based on how fast you're speeding and if workers are present. Starting January 1st, 12 to 15 miles over, that's $60, but it doubles if there are workers in the area. Up to 19 miles over is $80 or $160 if there are workers there. 20 to 29 is $140 and up to $280. And 30 to 39 is $270 up to $540. And if you go over 40 miles per hour over the limit, which I don't know why you'd be doing that, that's a $500 fine up to $1,000 if workers are on scene.
Well, hey, in just a few days, be sure to tune in to Coast TV's Christmas special, A Del Marvelous Christmas. We have some heartwarming stories for you about Christmas right here on the peninsula. Christmas Eve at 11 p.m. and Christmas Day at 5 p.m.
And you know what, talking about Christmas brings us right into our Coast TV poll today. We want to know what you think, or what's the most forgotten Christmas task?
I love this question because there's a lot. Let's take a look here. Sending cards, 78%. I want to know if they forgot or just said we're not doing it this year.
Yeah, that's forgot.
Forgot or just like, oh, I never got around to it. 13% say wrapping gifts, 9% say buying gifts, 0% say grocery shopping. And Paul's going to offer another one when we get to him in just a little bit later in the broadcast here.
And if you haven't voted yet, you still can at CoastTV.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Accused United Healthcare CEO killer Luigi Mangione back in court today, this time to face New York's state charges, including murder in the first and second degree.
Lee Waldman shows us what happened in court today and what is next.
Ditching his orange prison jumpsuit for street clothes, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione walked shackled into the New York courthouse, flanked by law enforcement. Unlike last week's federal proceedings, cameras were allowed inside the courtroom. Monday marked his first opportunity to formally address the 11 charges brought by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, including 1 of murder in the first degree and 2 of murder in the second degree, along with other weapons and forgery charges included in these terror charges.
Have you pleaded this indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Mangione's attorney, Karen Friedman Ignifilo, expressed her concern for her client's ability to get a fair trial.
He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball between 2 warring jurisdictions here. These federal and state prosecutors are coordinating with one another, but at the expense of him.
The judge insisted the trial will be fair and the jury will be selected carefully. Meanwhile, the prosecution laid out what they described as an abundance of evidence in the case.
I have never seen a case with such volume of evidence.
In the weeks since United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's murder in Midtown Manhattan, the case has gained notoriety, with Mangione being made into something of a dark folk hero online by a public enraged with the profit-seeking behavior of the insurance industry. Members of the public, including 24 women and 6 men, sat in the courtroom to watch the hearing unfold Monday. The next court date has been set for February 21st. In New York, Emily Waldman reporting.
Now here's an interesting tidbit from the hearing today. The judge ordered Mangione to remain in custody in lieu of $1 bail. You heard that correctly. Now, really the bail was irrelevant because Mangione is being held in federal custody without bail, so he has no realistic chance of freedom until trial.
Still to come on Coast TV News at 5, Christmas. It's a time of peace and joy for many, but some unexpected hazards are warning one local fire department.
And it's going to continue to stay really chilly, silly. So more on the full forecast. It stays frosty coming up.
First, sex, drugs, and congressional controversy. New details released from an ethics report into former Florida Representative Matt Gaetz. Up next.
Hey, Delaware. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line, it's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up, Delaware, with Bet Rivers, Valley Casino, and football on your phone. Download the app today.
Be charmed by Lewes.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
The Brush Factory is the area's premier destination for the unique and unusual for home, garden, and you. Come support our 60-plus local merchants and artists.
Discover Lewes Brewing Company, your local microbrewery. Enjoy fresh craft beers in a vibrant atmosphere.
Perfect for unwinding and booking your holiday party.
Savor the best of the season with fresh local seafood, farm-to-table produce, and well-aged prime Angus beef.
At Harvest Tide over the bridge in Lewes.
Lots to do and see.
In Lewes.
At Matt the Carpet Guy, we take our work seriously. That's why we employ the best of the best, to ensure you find exactly what you're looking for. With a warehouse big enough to keep everything in stock and a showroom we can bring to you. The hardworking team at Matt the Carpet Guy brings affordable flooring within reach. We have cash and carry LVP starting at $1.99. Perfectly installed every time. Matt the Carpet Guy, flooring done right, the family way.
At IG Burton Lewis Auto Mall, we're proud to be your GMC heavy-duty headquarters on Delmarva. Right now, get up to $8,000 off MSRP on the unstoppable GMC Sierra 2500, or save up to $10,000 off MSRP on the incredible Sierra 1500 AT4X. Plus, enjoy 0% financing with no payments for 90 days. Find all the details online at lewisautomall.com or come see us on Coastal Highway in Lewes. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
The House Ethics Committee has made an explosive report public into allegations against former Congressman and one-time Attorney General candidate Matt Gaetz.
NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the report details the committee's findings into accusations of sexual misconduct and illicit drug use.
After a lengthy investigation and heated debate, the House Ethics Committee releasing its report into former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, finding he violated House rules and may have broken state laws on prostitution and statutory rape. Among its findings, the committee accusing Gaetz of regularly paying women for sex from 2017 to 2020. Having sex with a 17-year-old girl in 2017, though they did not find evidence he knew she was underage, and using illegal drugs between 2017 and 2019. In a series of posts on X today, Gaetz denied paying for sex. He has long rejected all the allegations, noting the Justice Department chose not to charge him, and previously writing, quote, "It's embarrassing, though not criminal, that I probably partied, womanized, drank, and smoked more than I should have earlier in life. I live a different life now." One committee member explaining the report's release.
This is something the public should know. They should have a chance to see what this information is. You never know what he might do down the road.
Debate over the ethics report started swirling when President-elect Trump named Gates his pick for Attorney General. Gates resigned his House seat to pursue the job, triggering questions about whether to publicly reveal the investigation's results about a former member. Gates then withdrew his Attorney General bid, lacking the Senate support to be confirmed. Just yesterday, he spoke about his potential political future.
Maybe I'll just run for Marco Rubio's vacant seat in the United States Senate and join some of those folks.
Gates tried to block the report's release that his lawyers called an unconstitutional overreach with a private citizen, as he objected that he couldn't present evidence and challenge the committee's witnesses. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
The Gates legal team alleging irreparable harm to his reputation. The Ethics Committee's Republican chairman released a statement saying he does not challenge the committee's findings, but does object to releasing the report about a former member. However, other members point to past instances of ethics reports being released after a member left Congress.
Here's a look at your Bay forecast. Temperature staying in the 40s, forcing Cambridge as well as Crisfield. It's going to be really chilly in the early morning hours, but there's a warm up down the road. We'll talk about that in your full forecast coming right up.
Shop local in historic Berlin for the holidays. More than 60 shops, eats, sweets, and free weekend carriage rides till 3 p.m. Plus, meet Santa till 1 p.m. weekends in December. Always free parking. Check out BerlinMainStreet.com for more.
Ring in 2025 with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Right now, get 20% off materials, plus save 25% on your entire roofing project. Our expert team is dedicated to providing unmatched customer service and quality craftsmanship. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and start the year strong. So don't miss out on the 2025 savings with 20% off materials and 25% off your entire roofing project. Visit SpicerBros.com or call now to schedule your free consultation. Make Spicer Brothers your New Year's resolution because you deserve the best. Visit Gateway Subaru this holiday season during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event through January 2nd. With every Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to one of these 5 charities, plus an additional $50 when you choose your hometown charity. And Subaru will donate $5 for every routine service performed. At Gateway Subaru, our customers are the heart of what we do, and we're committed to being a positive force in our community. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Dreamfest is back in Ocean City, Maryland for MLK Weekend, January 16th through 19th. Friday, enjoy the Morgan State University Choir. Saturday, experience Who's Bad, the ultimate Michael Jackson experience. Sunday, groove with War on their 50th anniversary tour of Why Can't We Be Friends? Secure your tickets at ococean.com/PAC. Don't miss Ocean City's 3rd annual Dreamfest.
Shop local in historic Berlin for the holidays. More than 60 shops, eats, sweets, and free weekend carriage rides till 3 p.m. Plus, meet Santa till 1 p.m. weekends in December. Always free parking. Check out BerlinMainStreet.com for more.
This is the most money anyone has won in the history of television.
It's torture. Deal or No Deal Island, January 7th on NBC and Peacock. See the money won't stay for you. Getting all the peace of mind for your wife.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
Well, even if it doesn't look like Christmas, it's feeling every bit of the Yuletime season. Our Bay-held camera in Dover, holding at about 28 degrees at this present time. We're going to drop to 26 and pretty much hover there for the rest of the evening. Now, we were really chilly this morning. Just to kind of show you, we were 9 degrees as the starting point in Redden, 11 in Georgetown, 12 in Milton, Salisbury, 17 the starting point in Ocean City, and 19 the morning low in Rehoboth. We are currently in the 30s to upper 20s, generally speaking, overall, and we're going to continue to stay there. High pressure and control of our weather, so we're clear overnight. So that'll allow the temperatures to drop rapidly. There's an actual winter weather advisory, but it's in effect for the folks way up there in Newcastle, not for us here in Sussex or, most southern portions of Kent where most of the folks view us at this present time, and over towards the Baltimore and D.C. area. Meaning they would watch out for a chance of snow. So just so nobody would feel like they're left out, what about a snowy Christmas? Well, if you take a look at this dark blue here, we are looking at, I'm going to see if I can make it happen for you here. We're looking for the blue to begin to move in such a way that we'll see about a 10 to 25% chance of it. Not much at all, to be quite honest. So as you take a look at what's happening with our snowfall, we are looking at it continuing to stay pretty clear for us overall, because this is going to stay absent of any kind of snow. For example, we are looking at snowy Christmas had to wait till 1901, 1969, and 1904. The last time we had one recently, 1 inch, and that was actually back in 2002. So overall, we're continuing to stay pretty clear. 25 for the overnight low with mostly cloudy skies. For Tuesday morning, we start off just below freezing. We'll climb to 40, but cloudy skies for Tuesday. Then for Christmas morning, winds are out of the north, temperatures near freezing again. So it's going to feel like Christmas, even if we're not really expecting any kind of snow. Now, what it's going to feel like also specifically and meteorologically, we'll have a wind chill of 22 to 23 degrees on Tuesday morning, 28 degrees for Wednesday morning, 24 on Thursday morning. So the cold is sticking around. Your Christmas forecast, whether you're going to a parade or outside, or I just kind of like the graphic because Santa's waving at everybody, We're looking at it staying very chilly for us early, and 28 degrees to start it off, but we're going to warm to the 40s. You can see from Chincoteague to Assateague, we're looking for temperatures at about 46 to 43 degrees. Partly cloudy skies across the board in Fenwick Island, 46, 43, and 43 with partly cloudy skies. And we're looking for scattered cloud cover for us in Rehoboth, particularly on Wednesday going into Thursday. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
Paul, thank you. As Christmas approaches, the Ocean Pines Volunteer Fire Department wants to remind people of extra fire dangers. Namely, the fire company president said dry Christmas trees are a big concern, so be sure to water them often. Test all smoke alarms before cooking, lighting fires, what have you. And lastly, the fire company says fundraising continues to replace gear, tools, and its new South Station.
The 42nd Annual Governor's Challenge is back. 140 teams from 14 states and Canada hitting courts from December 26th through the 30th, and the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for all the action. We'll be right back.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Welcome to First Aid Chevrolet, where we put you, the customer, first.
Since 1976, we've been your local hometown Chevrolet dealer. We'd like to thank all of our loyal customers over these past 48 years.
Get 0% for 60 months on this new 2024 Chevy Blazer EV.
Save over $17,000 on this 2024 Chevrolet Silverado.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Together, let's drive.
Put something different under your tree this holiday season during Matt the Carpet Guy's holiday flooring sale. Give yourself the gift of carpet, starting at just $3.39 a square foot installed. Stop by now for cash and carry LVP, starting at just $1.99.
Come in today, let my family take care of your family.
This year's best presents are under the tree during Matt the Carpet Guy's holiday flooring sale at Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Our crawl space was really damp, it was really dirty, and it smelled really bad. Working with the Bennett Termite team was easy. I'm very satisfied with their promptness to get here and get the project done. Our home has been super dry since it's been encapsulated. Our heating and our HVAC bills have improved. It's a huge return on your investment, and overall, it's just really something nice that you can do for your home. If I had to give somebody one piece of advice, I would say call Bennett Termite. You won't regret it.
Dad, I need your help. I am in over my head with this house.
I've got buckling floors, doors that won't close, sick kids, and a frustrated wife. Did you call Dry Zone? No, I called the cheaper guys. You've got to call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Christmas is just around the corner, and so many of you have helped us with our Bless Our Children campaign, filling up our tree with donations and cards to make sure every child gets a present Christmas morning. I have a card right here. I love it, with this American flag. This is from Jim Rawling from Houston, who says, "Thank you for running Bless Our Children." Well, thank you, Jim, so much. And we still need your help to make sure every child has that special present to open. We've raised over $335,000, but I know we can do a lot more. To donate, visit blessourchildren.org.
And now it's time to take a look at today's holiday house. This photo is sent from Barb and Jay Lurch of Millville. Thank you for the photo. Look at the Merry Christmas they've got going on in this living room. If you would like to have a chance to be featured, you can submit your pictures at coasttv.com/holidayhouse. We'll be right back.
Okay, gift guide, what do we have planned for last minute shoppers this year?
I've curated a selection of gifts that feel anything but last minute.
Something's happening.
We've got, I know these are your favorite gifts, I instantly thought of you gifts, and of course I bought this weeks ago gifts.
You think of everything.
It's a gift. This holiday season, let Macy's be your guide to gifting.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value, plus no monthly payments until next year. We are professional grade GMC.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Be charmed by Lewes.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
Lewes Gourmet and Puzzles, 30 years supporting the community. Eat extraordinary with local and global specialty foods and inspire your brain with jigsaws and more.
Make the season sparkle with fresh blooms from Floral Inspirations. We've got plants and festive decor, a gift for everyone. Just come in for the smell of it.
Harbor Restaurant for canal front dining. Great waterfront views and fabulous food in downtown Lewes.
Lots to do and see.
In Lewes.
3 brands, 2 locations, 1 choice. Delaware Hot Tub Company, turning hot tub dreams into reality for over a decade.
Offering the most luxurious spas like hot springs and Caldera.
Now, Platinum Spas too, starting under $10,000.
Ask us about free covers, free steps, free local delivery, and 0% financing too.
Save time, save money.
And upgrade your lifestyle with the first choice in the first state,
Delaware Hot Tub Company. Hot tubs, hotter prices. Delaware Hot Tub Company, Millsboro, and Lewes.
Coming up new on Coast TV News at 6, a giant tree turning heads in Georgetown. The story behind this and more, that's new on Coast TV News at 6.
And coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, a replay of last year's Governor's Challenge game, one of them. Then at 10:30, post time. We end our broadcast with a little Christmas vocabulary lesson. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, the holiday staple gingerbread is named after the medieval word for a ginger paste used for cooking and medicine. Now, mistletoe, that stems from the Old English words mistletoe, which means dung twig. That's because mistletoe grows from bird droppings. As for eggnog, that was a 17th century ale made with rum and raw eggs that was thought to prevent brain fog.
Okay, some things I don't know if I wanted to know. Thank you. All right, Tyndall's right. For Laura, we're going to drop down to 23 by 9 o'clock. Our umbrella giveaway winner, by the way, is Jan Volker of Millsboro. Congratulations. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. Want to remind you we have a weather advisory that's just for Newcastle now, okay? Not for the rest of us, but just so you'll know. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news and more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.